Today we're going to discuss how the story of GTA 5 would play out if the crew never did the big one, but to do that, we first have to go back to the mission Derailed. So while Michael and Trevor would be discussing the whole Madrazo and the statue thing, Michael would never really pitch the idea of the big one, and therefore Trevor would just handle the delivery of the statue reluctantly and bring back Patricia on his own. Everything else would happen the same way until the mission Surveying the Score, where, well, that mission would never happen. But what would still happen is the Bury the Hatchet mission and that whole situation, in which of course Trevor freaks out. Just like in the original, they go to North Yankton and whatnot. The whole deal with the Chinese guys happens. Michael gets kidnapped, then he gets rescued by Franklin, and after this nothing would really change up until the wrap-up mission. See, in the original, Trevor comes back mainly because he wants to do the big one with Michael, and since that is now not the case, Trevor never really goes to the court center to watch over the whole thing while Michael's there with Dave and whatnot, so Trevor would never be in that sniper spot that you see him in the original, meaning that in that scene where Michael is cornered by the helicopter that Merriweather was operating, he would have nowhere to go and he would quickly get shot down. And as for Dave, he would also die now that he is literally on his own and with absolutely no backup. There's no way he's making it out of this one alive. This actually benefits Steve now, because now he can spin the story to make himself seem innocent while pretty much pinning everything on Michael, Dave, and Agent Sanchez, who are all dead. So what better to do than pin all that shit on the dead guys, right? As for Michael's family, they would just go into hiding somewhere far away from Los Santos, thinking that whoever got Michael will probably at some point go after them. As for Solomon Richards, well, he would also be in a pickle, as now there's absolutely no one to protect the movie studio from Devin Weston. So therefore Devin wins and he manages to close down the movie studio. I mean, he wins for now. We'll get to him a little bit later. Franklin would, after Michael's death, be pretty upset since they did become friends and have been through a lot together in the short time that they did know each other. And him and Lester would stay in touch, which turns out would greatly benefit all of them, since Franklin, the moment he found out about Lamar getting kidnapped, he calls Lester and Trevor for help because he can't get Lamar out of there on his own. Franklin and Trevor would successfully rescue Lamar, but they would still have some issues to take care of, such as the Chinese, Stretch, Steve Haynes, and Devin Weston, but we'll get to him last in this part because there's a bit to unpack here. Also, if you're enjoying this video right now, please do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'll help me out a lot. I am trying to get to 2,000 subs right now. And also do me another favor, go down to the description again and check out my channel memberships and my second channel. That is where the Kingdom Hearts content is nowadays. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and check that out. So Franklin would go for the Chinese guys, Trevor would go for Stretch, and Lamar would go for Steve Haynes, keeping that theme as always like in the original where they go for the target that they had the least association with. After seemingly everything is done, Trevor would call Franklin and Lamar, saying that he has some new info for them and that Devin Weston had something to do with Michael's death, that he likely had him killed. Since Merriweather did kill Michael, Devin Weston of course owns a piece of Merriweather, making Trevor conclude that likely it is Devin Weston that set Michael up and had him killed. And now if you think about it, not only did Devin Weston scam the crew for the cars, he never paid him for those even in this reality, but from their perspective, despite Michael and Trevor's differences, he killed one of their own and also scammed them. So the trio would now make their way to Devin's house, kidnap him, and bring him out in the middle of nowhere to dispose of him once and for all. And in the final scene, Lamar would be there instead of Michael, and the unlikely trio of him, Franklin, and Trevor would push Devin off the cliff just like in the original, with Franklin and Trevor being satisfied that they avenged their friend's death, and this way they would never find out that Devin had nothing to do with Michael's death. And with that said, I want to thank you for watching this little bit of a brief GTA 5 what if. Of course, leave your what if suggestions down in the comments. Make sure to give me some sort of plot points or whatever, just a little bit more info about the what if that you want me to do. If you really want me to do that one, leave your thoughts and opinions, of course, in the comments down below. Always love to read them and reply to them. Until next video stream, bye bye.